in the knockout phase of the Champions League. Incredible achievement by him. It's one of the great nights, really, in European football history for Arsenal. They've beaten 15-time European champions Real Madrid. We've got some post-match reaction ready to go.
Declan, Mikel, well done. What a night. It's set a banner before the game, Declan. Make it happen. It would be fair to say you've done that.
Yeah, that's been the message from the manager since the game of the weekend, is that we need to be super convinced that we can come and win this game. And as a group of players, we were really convinced that we were out there together as a team, fighting for each other. And in the second half, we knew we had to score, and to score 3 was a real positive.
What was the key in the second half? We'll talk about this guy's free kicks in a minute, but in terms of the approach that Mikel had underlined at half-time.
Yeah, I mean, we were talking in the dressing room about keeping the pace, keeping the tempo. Obviously, with the help of the crowd on our side, that second half was amazing. We started full gas since the beginning. And I mean, when this team goes like this, the crowd comes with us and everything is here.
The headline, I think, will be "Bend it like Declan." 339 games, and that was your first direct free kick scored, the first one tonight. Where has it been?
It's been in the locker, but I've hit the wall too many times, or it's gone over the bar. And originally we was going to cross it, and then I just see the wall and the goalkeeper's position. I thought for the first one, just go for it. And Mackay said to feel it, and I see the outside of the wall, and it went in. And then the second one, I just had the confidence, and I hit it. And yeah, look, it's not going to hit me yet because, look, there's another leg to go, and I'm excited, I'm happy, I'm over the moon. I don't mean to be cliche, but in a few years' time, I think this will hit me that what I've done tonight is really special. Tell
us about the free kicks from your point of view. I mean, your goal wasn't bad either, but the strikes tonight.
Yeah, I mean, we had a few free kicks the last week, and we didn't score it. But honestly, this guy has one of the best shooting abilities that I've seen in my career. So, I mean, I'm not surprised. Maybe you are, but hopefully more will come in the future.
And what about Bukayo as well tonight, and his influence coming back and the impact he had?
Look, to come back in the time he has done is unbelievable. He's unreal. It's a good song for him, this one. But he's the top guy, and look, we need to be ready for next week because we know the Bernabeu, what it's like to play there. He can obviously tell you, look, we need to be ready.
Another leg to go, but this has been a special night. Well done, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
Get up again to show that old pairing that's been missing for long periods of this season. And if Saka can stay fit and Odegaard can get back up to the levels, they're a decent team, this Arsenal.
Does everyone think this is over, or is there a second leg comeback in the offing?
No, it's not over, because we know, I think, what this Real Madrid team is capable of, particularly that kind of front four, which didn't really function at all. I don't think I've seen that all season. We spoke about maybe frailties before the game, but we were talking most about the defensive side of the game, the defensive structure. We never really spoke about their front four, you can't trust them. Well, tonight they were an absolute shadow. Mbappe, Rodrigo and Vinicius in particular. I thought Bellingham done okay. Probably him and Asensio at centre-half were the only 2 players in Real Madrid jerseys to come out with a little bit of credit. Apart from that, nowhere near good enough.
Martin, is it over?
No, well, 3-0, it's a long, long way back. And the way that Real Madrid, you're asking Real Madrid to change things in what is a matter of 7 or 8 days or something like this here. Right, they're capable of scoring a goal. We said at the beginning, because they've got the ability to do that there. Vinicius was very, very poor. Mbappe never got a kick. And Rodrigo hasn't had a kick since he scored in the first couple of minutes against Atletico Madrid, way back in the previous round. So they've been really ordinary. But it's the fact is that they're capable of conceding. This is the whole point. They're all over the place. And eventually, when you're being well and truly beaten, of course, you don't find any energy to run. You don't do any of those particular things. So the last 10 or 15 minutes is gone. I thought to myself that they might just try and get a goal. Try and just get a goal to get back in, to give them something to hold on to. 3-0 is a long way back.
I think they can score. I think they can score. They can score 3 goals in this set. What actually wouldn't surprise me. What would surprise me, though, if they can keep a clean sheet. For the reasons that we're talking. I think Arsenal can go and score.
You made a point at the start. You made a point at the start, and I've been critical of their midfield at the end of it. And then you said, and probably quite rightly, but who are they going to bring in? This is the whole point. It's all right. It's all very well saying that we'll replace it, but they need some energy in the middle of the pitch.
Well, also Camavinga is suspended for the second leg.
Well, that's good news for Real Madrid. It's really good news for Real Madrid. Seriously. Look, I don't see it.
He's better than that, Martin. He's better than that, to be honest. He had a poor game tonight, you're right.
Well, he would need to be. He would need to be better. It's not just tonight. when I'm talking about a midfield player, when you're playing for a team like Real Madrid, I think you've got to be able to do something. I don't see it in his game. I don't see it. I can see him. I could do what he does. He gets the ball and he passes it 10 or 15 yards and gets it back. And because he's left-footed, he looks a wee bit better. That's all. That's
more of a digger. You're right. He's more.
That's all.
Tousmani's probably the more accomplished ball player, man. He'll come in for the second game, maybe give him a little bit more in central midfield. But he's out. Camavinga is out now.
Well, as I said to you, that's good news for Real Madrid. But what I'm saying is that when you're Arsenal, and I know I said it at the beginning, but I genuinely believe it. When you see that Modric is playing against, he's been a great player. I'm not critical of that. He's been a fantastic footballer. But you can't expect a 39-year-old been up to do these things away from home against Arsenal. They're just going to outrun you.
A mountain to climb, to say the least, for Real Madrid in the second leg. An absolutely historic night for Arsenal. 3-0 winners. A lot to talk about after these.
That ball is easy to bend around. But for Declan Rice to realize it, and whoever was with him also to let him do it, that's outstanding. And you can see it, by the way, how much the Arsenal fans are in love with Declan Rice. Not a lot of people are. There's always a debate, is it that great or not? But again, I'll go back to Mikel Arteta and what he did to put him in a position where he was going to show what he's good at.
Thierry, you must be happy though. 12 shots, 11 on target. They pressed a little bit higher, clean sheet, all-round great night for Arsenal.
Yes, he was, and I will be honest with you, at the very beginning in the first half, I was like, once you have them against the rope, you need to punish them because we know what they're capable of doing. And by the way, the 2 free kicks of Declan Rice just did that. But overall, as you said, they pressed well, the fans were at it, everybody was at it. This is, like I said, I can't go over the moon and be too happy about it because there is a return leg and we've seen teams coming back. And if a team can do it, it's Real Madrid. But am I happy with what happened tonight? Am I happy with the way, by the way, Bukayo Saka played tonight for not playing for a very long time? Yes, I am. But then I have to also be humble because there is another game and you know they can do it. But like I said, the performance of Declan Rice was just outstanding, and hopefully we can go through and that can go down in history a bit better. Because if you like, do you remember when we beat Real Madrid and then you don't go through? It doesn't look right. So I'm just happy tonight. And
in this tie, though, history does favour Arsenal because, of course, your side did it back in the 2005-2006 campaign. We spoke about Declan Rice. We'll hope to speak to him or maybe one of the other Arsenal players soon, Kate, and we'll bring you those interviews, of course, with Real Madrid as well.
We want Declan, Anita, Thierry. We need Declan.
We do.
We'll try and get Declan.
We're trying to.
Thierry can get anybody he wants.
Spread your wings, Thierry. Come on.
Thierry,
anyone you want?
You helped build this stadium.
I did. Indeed. I did indeed. Not alone though, but I did indeed.
You laid one of the bricks, right?
Sorry. No. Just a couple of goals.
Oh,
my man!
Is it with Arsene Wenger back in the day? Anyway, Kate, we'll come back to you with some interviews shortly.
All right, we'll look forward to it. Thank you very much, guys. Good to see you.